Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm currently at the end of my semester in ENC1102, and I'm going to tell you all about my semester in this video. As with most people in this class, my main goal was just to pass the class with a good grade. What more did I really need? I did have some other goals though. I wanted to get better at grammar and also find my writing process. I've always been a procrastinator, so my process has always been just get it done. This semester though, I do believe I have found a better process for myself. I'm still not one to start a writing assignment way ahead of its due date, but now I try to find a way to split up the work in a way that I don't have to spend too much time working on it. More on that later though. I do also believe that while my grammar is far from perfect, I can identify more mistakes I've made in my writing than I could even just a year ago. My writing process has completely changed from the start of the semester till now. Our first paper was our proposal. In this paper we had to explain what our community is and what the goal our community aims to achieve. We also had to state our involvement in this community and how it changed, as well as explain what we aim to look at in the community that has scholarly significance. For the peer review of this paper, I waited till the night before to do the first half of it. For the final draft, I waited till the night before it was due to finish the second half of it. And even though I got a good grade on the proposal, I knew I didn't want procrastination to continue to be my writing process, since it really left me no time to review and revise the essay. The second writing assignment we had was to start our research for our final analysis essay. We needed to find a total of at least 8 sources, 4 of them being primary and 4 of them being secondary, and at least 2 of those secondary sources needed to be scholarly. We also had to create an annotated bibliography with these sources, where we talk about how these sources are reliable, how they're useful to us, and how are we going to use them for our essay. This assignment was easy to find a writing process for, because once I found all my sources, which for the most part I did during class time when we had free time, all I had to do was cite and annotate 2 sources a night, and I would be done in no time. Here's where I found out that doing a little bit of work each night is a great way to do it. This way it also gave me time to look over the work myself, as well as have my roommate look over for any grammar mistakes I may have missed, or just any mistakes in general. Our final and longest assignment was the actual analysis essay. Here we had to take everything we gathered about our community and write a 3,000-word essay on it. It had to be split up into the 5 sections: introduction, literature review, methodology, the analysis, and the conclusion. And man, did the length scare me. This whole semester I was working towards doing my final analysis on the YouTube and Facebook community of Ray William Johnson. Ray started out with just his YouTube community, where he did a show he titled Equals 3. In this show, he finds 3 viral videos at the time and does a review and reaction to these videos in a funny way. Since 2009, he has grown so far as creating his own recording studio, and he now has a multitude of different kinds of shows and others to help him with them. Now that you know a little more about my community, I can talk about the actual assignment. The actual analysis was the hardest part of this whole semester. We had to come up with a thesis that is based on the written communication aspect of these online communities, and then do research and subject and analyze the sources we found for our community. And through that process, we also ended up changing our thesis multiple times. First, I had to think about some of the terms we learned in class to incorporate into my essay. My first thought was participatory culture. This one was easy because the whole community is about communicating what you think about Ray's content so that he can try to improve it. I also thought about rhetorical situation, genre, and intertextuality, but I never found a way to incorporate those. Another aspect of this assignment was how it was multimodal. We had to find all different kinds of sources, whether they be online, books, videos, text, etc. I myself use videos, comments, pictures for my primary sources, as well as webbooks for secondary. I did all I could to keep myself from procrastinating this assignment, because it would be the biggest essay I've ever written. I was very successful in this for the fact that even 4 days before it was due, I had 2,500 of the 3,000-word minimum done. I took the weekend off due to working, and then Monday I went to crank out that last 500 words. To my surprise, I could not find my updated work. Somehow I lost all but about 1,000 words. I ended up spending all day Monday just to get back to 2,500 words, and luckily I was given a little more time to finish after class. Besides the huge setback in losing my work, I do believe I've done a better job at not procrastinating and fighting my writing process by just writing small amounts per day. If I get writer's block, I stop and I just find something else to do, and I may get an idea that same day or maybe the next. Thanks for hearing me out, and I've enjoyed this semester, but I am glad it's finally over. Goodbye.